And now, where indie music comes alive. Broadcasting live worldwide, plus on demand 24/7, and hosted by Hall of Fame personality Dave Pratt. 10, 9, 8, 7. The World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. Breaking the sound barrier with your Top 10 Weekly from worldmusicstage.com. And now, house lights down, music up. Now entering the World Music Stage. Your host for the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, Dave Pratt.
Hey, we are officially in our second month of the countdown. Is that right? Yeah. Hey, welcome to the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. We are all about indie music. We are all about the up-and-coming artists that make the music, and we are all about the fans that support indie artists and indie music. Indie music from all over the world, from the internet to social media. We are bringing exciting musical talent from all over the planet straight to your playlist with a download that directly supports the artist. Again, go to worldmusicstage.com. We count down the top 10 every Saturday, and then, of course, the show will be on demand worldwide all week. You can listen at a time convenient for you. And yes, it's okay to listen more than once. You have my permission. To select the top songs weekly for the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, here's how we do it. Listen close. We use stats from worldmusicstage.com for the number of plays, the activity for an artist. So if you're downloading those tunes, you're giving your favorite artist a great shot at being in the top 10 countdown. Fan support is what it's all about. And isn't that really what indie music is all about? It all starts with fan support. The same with worldmusicstage.com. The more the artist and their fans are active on World Music Stage, the more the artist gets known. And in turn, the top 10 songs weekly are presented worldwide right here on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. So, let's get started.
World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. Song number 10.
Eva Capelli and the Water Shops. Eva Capelli and the Water Shops. Eva Capelli is an original singer-songwriter from Western Massachusetts. She and the band have played a wide variety of venues, from small coffee houses to the Hard Rock Cafe. All right. Eva and her band just played the Montauk Music Festival in Long Island, New York. You guys familiar with that? That's a big one. That's a big one. Montauk Music Festival. Long Island, New York. And she'll be playing the 3rd annual Riverside Blues and Barbecue Festival in Greenfield, Massachusetts in October. Eva's remained in the top 3 positions on the Reverb Nation Blues charts the last 3 years. She won a Livewire Award in Best Blues Band in 2009 with her CD Valentine. And since then, she's gone on to become internationally known with her other releases and is getting airplay all over the world. Eva's music has been likened to Bonnie Raitt, Patsy Cline, and Etta James. Her vocals have been called liquid smoke with sensual, sultry heartbreak lyrics, hard-working takes on No Prisoner songs. She brings it, and she brings it all the time. At number 10 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, kicking us off this week from Don't Send Me Flowers, Eva Capelli and the Water Shops. Give me a clue.
Not sure where I'm stepping. Am I stepping in or out? Too close to the ledge or over the edge? Can you tell me what it's all about? Can one touch could mean so much from you. Not sure if I'm sleeping, am I dreaming or am I awake? Well, it all seems surreal, but I know I can feel. Can you show me what is real or fake? Can you show me what is real or fake? Will you, won't you, please just give me a clue? If it's not too much, just one touch could mean so much from you. Too close to the ledge or over the edge. Can you tell me what it's all about? Can you tell me what it's all about? Can you tell me what it's all about?
I like that South American guitar fill to that, you know. Eva Capelli kicking us off at number 10. And we move on to number 9.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 9.
So I was cheating a little bit, looking ahead a little bit, and you're going to find that this week's Top 10 Countdown features a good dose of country. Good dose of country music. Jess Taylor is an 18-year-old country singer-songwriter, homegrown from Florida. Although raised in sunny South Florida. Now, I will say there's a difference in Florida. There's sunny South Florida, and then there's northern Florida, where country is huge because it's right there in the southern states. But there's a distinct difference between southern Florida and northern Florida. So Jess is from sunny South Florida and has always been a country girl at heart. In fact, she made the career move to Nashville. Jess is currently in a group called Tunes for Tots, which raises money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Good for you, Jess. Her videos have been featured on GAC and CMT, which, if you're unfamiliar with the country video channels, those are the two biggest. In fact, Jess recently got to open up for country music star John Anderson, and most recently, 90s rock band The Spin Doctors. Jess also played at the Brad Paisley concert on the VIP stage and for the show Nashville's TV cast party. Have you guys watched the show Nashville? Jess was playing for a cast party. At number 9 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, here's Jess doing her country thing with Do You Feel It?
I've written one or two, but if I had it my way, I'd write about how I feel when I'm with you. All the little things that you do to make me laugh. You've stolen my heart
Representing South Florida, Jess Taylor. And we move on to number 8.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 8.
Love this name. One Man for All Men. Norman Salit. This guy's done so much. Norman Salit has been a songwriter for well over 20 years. He's written hits for Air Supply. Well, that's over 20 years. I mean, Here I Am. You guys remember that song, Here I Am? I'd sing it for you, but I want you to really enjoy the countdown. Wow, that's a big tune. Yeah, that's more than 20 years ago, I guarantee you. Here I Am. He also wrote songs for the late Selena. He has worked with other artists such as Johnny Mathis, Art Garfunkel, Debbie Boone, Barry White, wow, and more. He currently resides in Southern California with his wife Judy and his daughter Abby, and now Norman is pursuing acting and has starred in 2 national commercials. On the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown Hotline, we have Norman Salit. Hi, Norman.
Hey, Dave. How you doing, man? Thank you for having me.
Well, it's great to have you on. You have done so much, my friend. Where should we start here?
Oh, well, first of all, I want to say that looking back on it, I am so thankful and so lucky that I'll start right at the beginning by just saying that my credo is just, it's all about the song. And that's what I was taught all those years ago, and I never steered away from that. So I guess that's where we should start.
Norman, I've always wanted to ask a big songwriter this question. How do you write a hit song? So Air Supply, Here I Am, that song was top of the charts. Do you start with the music? Do you start with the vocals? Where do you start?
Well, with me, I've always started with the music first because I needed a foundation or a format to write the lyrics to. So with Here I Am, just when I thought I was over you, believe it or not, I originally wrote that song for Barry Manilow. Because at that time, I had never heard of Air Supply. They had not been out yet. And thank God, Clive Davis plucked me out of obscurity, and he heard that song, and I thought for sure that Clive, when he called me, I thought for sure he was going to say, it's perfect for Barry, which he did, and then he said, but I'm not going to record it with Barry. He said, I found a new group from Australia called Air Supply, and he said, Norman, someday you're going to thank me. And I've been thanking him ever since, Dave.
You know what, Norman, now that you mention it, though, it sounds exactly like a Barry Manilow tune.
Yeah, exactly. I strictly honed in on Barry Manilow because when I first heard Mandy, I was just, like the whole world, we were all blown away. And, yeah, it was designed for Barry, but whenever Russell and Graham put their Air Supply to it, man, it was like unbelievable.
Norman, does Barry know that song could have come his way?
Good question. That is a good question. I still don't know the answer to that question.
Because he'd be like,
I'm afraid
darn
to
it,
ask.
Norman, come on, where's that tune?
I know, I'm afraid to ask, man. I mean, every time I've been in the position to even hint about asking that question, something inside me says, don't go there. and so that's one question I may never know the answer to.
If Barry finds
But
out,
that is a good question.
you're going to get a phone call from Barry going, Norman, you owe me one. You owe me
You're
one.
not kidding. And I'd gladly write him one, man. What an artist.
Hey, and you're also a performer. Are you, as a songwriter, are you ever regretful for not keeping your hit songs for yourself?
No. At first, Dave, I thought, I was going to come out to California from Pennsylvania. I was going to do the artist thing, which I did. I got signed to RCA Records, and Here I Am was on that album. And I got to tell you, when I did that album, that was the hardest work I had ever done, Dave, in my life. And I said to myself right then and there, if this album, for some magical reason, takes off, I don't know if I have another one in me. And then Clive came along, and he must have heard that, because I respect all the artists, because I had a taste of what it's like doing a 11, 12 song album, and it is beyond exhausting.
But boy, Norman, that time in your career, when you think about that era of music, to be included in the RCA stable of artists,
oh yeah,
wow.
I mean, I was just, to be quite honest with you, Dave, coming from a small town in Pennsylvania, a town called Butler, Pennsylvania, you always, and then you end up in Hollywood, California. I was always so not nervous, but always so afraid, and I always kept my nose to the grindstone and never really looked up to read the press, to see what was on the charts, to do this, to do that, because I was afraid to look. Yeah. So all I was doing consistently every day was just writing and writing and writing and going in and record, because in my heart I felt, well, no one can hear or see what I'm doing in the studio. They only get to hear the song. And that's why, whenever I got on RCA, I was really honored to be with people. I was on there with Rick Springfield and a lot of different people.
Oh yeah, they're huge artists then. And now I'm looking that you're doing national commercials. Is that the acting part? Or are you doing the music for these commercials? What are you doing, Norman?
Well, that's the acting part, but you know what? That's one of the things that I've always wanted to do, and now I get a little chance, to toy with that. But that's not something that I'm really actively pursuing. My heart's in music, and that's where it's going to stay. It's just to keep writing the best songs you can write, and that means lyrically as well as musically, and just trying to get more records recorded by the big artists.
And Norman, with commercials, since we brought up Barry Manilow earlier in our conversation, I mean, there's a guy that jingle after jingle after jingle, Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola, Band-Aid, whatever the insurance company was.
Yeah,
McDonald's.
Right. I mean,
have it your way. That's Barry Manilow. That's right, Norman. Yeah. McDonald's. I forgot about McDonald's.
Yeah, that was a huge one, Dave. That was a big one, man.
Yeah,
but I'll never forget driving across country, hearing the first time Mandy. Oh my Lord! I literally had to pull the car over and just say, "What am I listening to?
Mm-hmm.
This is phenomenal."
See,
and it's Clive Davis. It's Clive Davis.
Yeah, you appreciate
the song. Oh my God!
You appreciate good songwriting. Hey, your song on this countdown, "We All Fall." Tell us about that, Norman.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that, Dave. That is actually my little girl Abby, who is now a singer-songwriter. She came to me. I had no idea she wanted to be a singer-songwriter. She'd given me no indication at all. And one day, she says, "Dad, I want to do what you do." And I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "I want to write songs and sing." And I said to myself, "Oh, Lord, no. Are you kidding me? Are you crazy?" But anyway, she played me a couple of things that she had secretly recorded on her cell phone. And as time went on, she got better, and "We All Fall" came to be when she played me a voice memo that she recorded the chorus of We All Fall, and it was a different verse that went with that chorus. And when I heard it, I said, Abby, you have a great chorus here. I just don't think your verses fit. Let me mess around with it a little bit. And together we came up with We All Fall. And Abby is the artist on the song.
Yeah, you'll hear Abby sing on this one. So this is a father-daughter combo at its best at number 8 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. One Man for All Man, Norman Salete, and you'll hear Abby on vocals with We All Fall. Boy, Dad's got to be proud on that one, huh? Jeez, Norman Salete and his daughter, Abby Scott, who just sings like an angel. And now knowing how that song came around, phenomenal. I love talking to Norman. Yeah, really enjoyed that interview. All right, moving on to number 7.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 7.
I told you we'd have a good countdown today. Well, from the City of Angels comes John Kay and the Overlords. Sounds like a gang, doesn't it? Warriors from the City of Angels. John Kay and the Overlords. John was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2011 in Las Vegas, voted Best R&B Soul Artist of the Year in the South Bay Music Awards in SoCal, and was nominated for Best Tribute Band of the Year for John Kay and his Steppenwolf tribute. They just completed recording their debut release, Terminal Heat. His father, listen to this. Wow. Talk about heritage, music heritage. John's father, aunt, and uncle literally started the Las Vegas lounge scene and were the highest paid lounge act in Las Vegas casino history. His aunt, Mary Kay, is the namesake of the Fender guitar named the Mary Kay Stratocaster. She's also known as the First Lady of Rock and Roll, as mentioned on the Fender Guitar Company website. At number 7 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, John Kay and the Overlords off Terminal Heat, Just a Little Bit. Boy, it's just that raspy dig down deep from the heart, from your gut rock and roll there with a raspy voice. Love it. John Kay and the Overlords. And number 6.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 6.
Threads of Scarlet is the leading rock alternative band from Barbados, featuring band members from New York and Puerto Rico. They've been promoting their first CD titled Catharsis, which was recorded at Eddie Grant's Blue Wave Studio in Barbados. You guys know Eddie Grant, right? Electric Avenue. Love Eddie Grant. Got a studio in Barbados that was mixed and mastered at Metalworks Studios in Canada by Eric Ratz and Scott Lake, who worked with Simple Plan, Good Charlotte, 3 Days Grace. Well, that's some good company, huh? Catharsis has been attracting attention both locally and internationally, and the band is steadily building their brand and fan base. And of course, having 2 lead singers adds a powerful combo and dimension. Check it out. At number 6 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, off Catharsis, Threads of Scarlet with Ruby Red Roses.
Soft light seeps through curtains, and onto your immaculate face, warming our embrace. And I smile, knowing that you're there. And I'm hoping you know how much I care. I care. A million ruby red roses, stop pale in comparison to your rays. Yeah, yeah. A million ruby red roses could never hold a candle to your face. And nothing takes your place, and nothing takes your place. Silk skin, so soft, your hair, it is flowing like a waterfall on the highest mountain of my love, my love. Closed eyes, so peaceful, dreaming. You are wonderful in so many ways, so many ways. A million ruby red roses, stop pale in comparison to your rays. Yeah, yeah. A million ruby red roses could never hold a candle to your face. And nothing takes your place, and nothing takes your place. I was caught in the middle, and you set me free. Never thought I'd be loved like you love me. I fought for a fantasy, and you came to be. You give me my soul, you give me my sanity. A million ruby red roses, 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 yeah. Yeah.
Threads of Scarlet and Ruby Red Roses. Boy, that song changed tempo on us, didn't it? It started out all soft, but that's using the combo of singers to their best results, right? They started out soft, and then it kicked in true alternative style. Good stuff. Threads of Scarlet. Number 5.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 5.
Hey, is this our first one from Kentucky? I don't think we've had the fine state of Kentucky represented yet. Falter is a band from Madisonville, Kentucky. Currently set to release their first full-length album with Grammy-nominated producer Travis Wyrick. Falter has 8 consecutive wins on Michigan's #1 rock radio station. You know, Michigan, Kentucky, they're right there, right? So they've defeated bands like Papa Roach, wow, and Bullet for My Valentine. Those are big bands. Falter has shared the stage with a variety of artists such as Pop Evil, Saliva, Bam Margera, David Nail, Love and Theft, Kristen Kelly, Chris Jansen, and many more. At number 5 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, representing Kentucky, Falter off their album Further From Nowhere and Dose.
I walk right in, I sat straight down. Look at this, everything is such a mess. I'm tired and I think I'll lay it down. My head is spinning, I can't even look at you. I've taken everything now, so I'm not gonna sit and wait it out. I'm shaking, please come save me right now. Another night I sat and listened to what you're trying to say to me. I held my head up, held my head up high, and now you're gone. I've taken everything now, so I'm not gonna sit and wait it out. I'm shaking, please come save me right now. The hardest part is standing, and if you hear me, then stand up. The pain, the hurt, no, not again. I will not fall again. Read between the lines, see what I have to say. I've taken everything now, so I'm not gonna sit and wait it out. I'm shaking, please come save me right now. Come save me right now. Save me.
And we move on to number 4.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 4.
Whitestown, Indiana gives us singer and songwriter Chrissy D. Chrissy D does it all. Pop, blues, soul, country, soft rock, you'll hear it. Chrissy recently started a collaboration with producer, songwriter, musician Mr. Duke Elliott Timms. She originally started working with him on tracks for an indie film project, and she is now continuing on a full release with promotion and performances. Each song is styled differently, showing Chrissy D's versatility as a singer and as a songwriter. At number 4 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, here is Chrissy D off Sing Your Soul Out with Wounded Love.
Every single time I see your face, it hurts me
guess what? We are already in the top 3.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 3.
So remember when the countdown started, I mentioned that country music would be well represented on this countdown. Well, yes it is, and here we go. From the moment you first listen to a Michael Christopher song, you are going to find yourself tapping your toes and singing the songs in your head. And really, isn't that the sign of a good country song? It's really what it is. You think of all the country greats, whether it's Alabama or Willie Nelson or whoever you like in country music, you're always singing along and tapping your toes, and you're probably doing it for the next day. That's Michael Christopher. Michael paints a picture with his lyrics and music. He's fresh, and he brings a distinctive edge of showmanship and swagger to the country scene. He is all about confidence. He just takes over. Despite growing up in a small town in the heart of rural Pennsylvania, he's a singer and a songwriter. You know, he didn't discover country music until he was introduced to line dancing during his college years. Becoming a favorite at music festivals, Michael has gone from a new country fan and casual songwriter to one of the more promising artists in all of country music. He's released a full-length album, You and the Open Road, consisting of 12 songs, all written and co-written by himself. At number 3 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Michael Christopher with Daisy Dukes.
Long legs, suntan brown, break my neck, turn it around. She's rocking Daisy Dukes, the country definition of summertime sexy in a cowboy boots. That girl's out to drive the boys crazy in her Daisy Dukes. Cut off jeans, way up high. When she walks away, I'm gonna lose my mind. She's rocking Daisy Dukes, the country definition of summertime sexy in her cowboy boots. That girl's out to drive the boys crazy. Heats up, the girl gets down, shaking that denim all over town. She's rocking Daisy Dukes, the country definition of summertime sexy in her cowboy boots. That girl's out to drive the boys crazy in her Daisy Dukes. She's the country definition of summertime sexy in her cowboy boots. That girl's out to drive the boys crazy in her Daisy Dukes. In her Daisy Dukes.
See, I told you. You're going to be, tapping your toes and singing that tune for the next 24 hours. What do you say? The country definition of summertime sexy, Daisy Dukes. Hey, I would like to volunteer to Michael Christopher that when he gets that video made, I'll direct it for free. Really, no problem. I have a nice concept for that video where you get a bunch of hotties and Daisy Dukes. And, well, Michael, I'll tell you the rest once you hire me for the video, okay? We are in the top 2.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 2.
Oh, those crazy Canucks. We had a crazy Canadian on the countdown last week, didn't we? Canada's representing. Hey, if you grew up in Canada in the 90s, 5440 was really the soundtrack to your childhood, whether you knew it or not. For many more seasoned fans, they were the post-punk icons that jumped from the early 80s Vancouver dive bar scene and then landed on the international stadium stage. Hit it big. Over 1 million records sold worldwide, a career spanning 30 years and a catalog of hits that, well, they occupy the airways to this day. Singer-songwriter frontman Neil Osborne still finds himself with a restless soul, and A History Unplugged is an intimate and unplugged reimagining of 5440's greatest hits recorded as you've never heard them before. A History Unplugged. At number 2 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown from Vancouver, Canada, 5440, The Waiting Master. Number 2 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown from Vancouver, 5440 and The Waiting Master. What a great countdown this week, huh? I'm so glad this is radio because I'm sporting my Daisy Dukes. The rest of that story later. Guess what? We are at number 1.
World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. Song number 1.
Yeah, we're going to get back to some honk. I told you. country is here this week. Vision embodies the best of country music and top quality production. Each track flows into the next, creating a mood, honoring its title. Don't you love albums like that? Remember the concept albums? To where it just wasn't a bunch of individual songs thrown on an album. There was a concept to it, and it had a mood, and it had a flow. That's what Vision does. Lee Hendricks, Eric Church's bass player, is part of this, with Steve Hinson, steel guitar for Randy Travis, and Troy Lancaster, Tim McGraw's guitar player. That's pretty good company there. Just a few of the talents that bring Vision to life. The life of a musician is really, think about it, often fraught with unexpected highs and regrettable lows. I think that's what makes great songwriters. But for Nick Dakota, it seems like every year something significant comes through that leads to greater and greater opportunity. This year, creating and releasing Vision is just that. Preparing for his upcoming tour, Nick is working in his personal studio in Michigan, writing for his next album, which is good news for all of us. At number 1 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, Nick Dakota off Visions and Sledgehammer.
So long, just to feel something so strong. I was locked up so tight, can't deny my heart was in the slammer. When you walked up to me, I could see you were a sledgehammer. You hit me hard, yeah, you broke me down good. I crumbled like a wall, you really rocked my world. Oh, I had my questions, you had the answers. You're swinging those hips, girl, just like a sledgehammer. What to do to make this country boy come unglued? All it takes is a kiss, I admit I love the way you're thinking. When I feel you this close, girl, you know you've got my body shaking. You hit me hard, yeah, you broke me down good. I crumbled like a wall, you're really rocking my world. Oh, I had my questions, you had the answers. You're swinging those hips, girl, just like a sledgehammer. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh, like a sledgehammer. Just like a sledgehammer.
friend of mine just asked what would happen if we put Sledgehammer and Daisy Dukes together. That is number one, Sledgehammer from Nick Dakota off Visions. What a countdown this week. And there they are. This week's top 10 in the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, heard every week right here on Star Worldwide Networks. Make sure you download your favorite songs off worldmusicstage.com, because that's how you support the artist, that's how they get on the countdown, and most importantly, that's how you support indie music. So if you love what you're hearing, and I'm sure you do, go to worldmusicstage.com. Download your favorite artists and support indie music. This week, go to worldmusicstage.com. I'm Dave Pratt, and hey, if you don't deserve it, who does?
Thanks for listening to the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. Breaking the sound barrier with your Top 10 Weekly from worldmusicstage.com. Join us where indie music comes alive at worldmusicstage.com. That's worldmusicstage.com.